Hi guys, so something again a little bit different today. Today I'm doing an unboxing and this is a new product. I've been on the pre-order for this since it was released. And these have been about a little bit already, so it's not something that's crazy that you've never seen before, but I'm assured this is something a little bit different. Now, we've all seen so far, there's been the Aegis FMG kit available, which has been for, getting everybody being able to get one of those FMG 9 style kits, the folding Glock essentially. And another company made another version of it, which was Octagon Airsoft. They were selling one which was basically converted from a gel blaster. And I, at the time, didn't want to fork out for the Aegis kit because it was a lot of money for what it was. So I actually got the Octagon Airsoft one, and I actually love it. It's fantastic. And it's got Magpul trades on it. However, this was recently released by Garda, and I say Garda released it, but a few companies have actually been selling it, and it's not branded. This one is not branded as Garda, but it is, as far as I've been assured, the same product. So essentially, there's a company out there that are making these kits now, and Garda quite happily slapped their name on it. I paid very little for this kit. This kit was even cheaper than the one I got from Octagon Airsoft. I actually got this from Action Airsoft in Taiwan on pre-order, and it was about £86, which is seriously cheap for one of these. This is just the kit, no pistol with it though. Okay, so we're going to unbox it. I've not opened this yet. I literally undid the little bit of sticky which held that around there. I haven't opened it other than that though. So it is just a plain brown box, which actually is very similar to the Octagon Airsoft one. If it's the same as the Octagon Airsoft in one in here, then I'm going to be really disappointed because it's supposed to be a brand new system. Okay. So yeah, we've got Action Airsoft sticker. I suspect this was supposed to be stuck on the outside of the box. So, but if not, they've given me a sticker, which is great. We've got a little baggie here with a few parts in it. There's the rear sight delete, because this is for a Marui style system. We've got an 18C low profile selector and 2 base plates, 4 magazines, which the Octagon Airsoft one didn't come with any of these. You had to fashion this stuff yourself. Yeah, we just have an empty brown box. Right. So let's get into this then. Okay, I can already tell this is considerably better than the Octagon Airsoft one I had before. So, there it is. Like, really, really well-made polymer. It's glass reinforced, it's got to be. Looks great. So let's open it up. The grip is, quite small. There's a blank here where there should be the Magpul logo. Let's lock that back in place. The polymers are pretty firm. Now the Octagon Airsoft one, look at that actually does go all the way back there, and locks back, which I assume it's not going to do when you have a pistol in there, but trigger is, you know what, it does look like the Aegis system. The Octagon Airsoft one is quite different. I do have a video coming on that so you can see what that's like. But this does look a lot like the Aegis. Well, let's open it up and see what it's like inside. Yeah, see, again, the Octagon Airsoft one, there was a pin through the front here that you had to punch out to be able to get that off. This resembles the Aegis kit that you can take off from there. There I'm knocking stuff over. Yeah, that you can take off from here. So, there's our upper. Yeah, it does just look like the Aegis one, to be honest. Very much like it, but I'd say the polymer feels much better. I mean, I could be wrong, but the polymer feels a lot denser. It's quite heavy, actually, considering that this is polymer. Obviously, we should be able to take this cover off. Oh, no, I'm not getting that off today. I'll leave that for now. And there's our lower. Now, this front piece is an aluminium. It has the trigger spring. It also has the slide release, which the Octagon Airsoft one didn't have. I would say the grip feels a lot shorter on this than the Octagon Airsoft one. The Octagon Airsoft one feels a lot larger. The trigger is just spring-loaded and folding, very much like the Aegis kit, actually. Bit in the back there, all looks okay. Now, I'd say, actually, look in the back of this, is that still polymer? I think it is, but again, it feels a lot better made than any of the other ones I've seen so far. Yeah, this part back here looks... It's not metal, but it looks like a very, very solid piece, whatever it is. Maybe it's nylon. So we've got the... Oh, there, I'm knocking you guys around. It's got the release on the back here to drop that down. It is spring-loaded, so we'll spring back up on its own. It has the hole in the end, which, if you've seen the Octagon Airsoft one, it doesn't have that. And actually, this print is upside down. So this, where the hole would be, is up here, which doesn't line up with the barrel, where the barrel would be on the pistol. So, I'm not very good at this whole unboxing for the first time thing. But so far, I'm impressed. I mean, I really like my Octagon Airsoft one. I had to do loads of fiddling and faffing with that to make it run right, or to deploy correctly. But that kind of thing doesn't bother me. That's what I do, so it's fine. This definitely feels much better made, though. So let's fold it up and see how well it deploys. So I'm going to release that, flip that back under. Okay, that's not working, so let's put that back in. Okay, so to deploy the kit, basically what you do is you hold it at a normal angle and then you press the tab here, which is your charging handle, and that should spring open and lock into place, which is what it does. You've got your port here, which in real steel, which if you've watched the Explosive Enterprises video on the FMG 9, I suggest you watch it if you haven't. It's a fantastic video. It gives you every bit of background you could ever want on it. Those guys are fantastic. This never actually became a real firearm. It was something that they were contemplating doing and then decided not to. So it's it's weird that it lives through Airsoft, but I'm so glad it does because it's such a cool idea. So my impressions of the kit, untraded, which is a bit of a shame. I kind of hoped that it would come with some kind of trades on it. The Octagon Airsoft one I love because it does have some trades, even though the trades are kind of incorrect and wonky. But I kind of hoped this would have some trades on it, but it seems that's not the case. But my impressions of the kit so far looks pretty good. Now, if you've never mucked around with one of these before, basically you fit inside a Glock 18C airsoft pistol. You fit the hammer unit and the whole upper basically. You can fit a 17 in here as well. I'm just using 18 as an example. If you do fit the 18, you do need to fit the low profile selector switch. That didn't come with any of that on mine. I had to make all of that and make it all work. But again, this comes with a lot of that. I mean, I had to make the slide release work because it didn't come with one. Whereas this obviously comes with one straight, so you can slap a pistol straight in it. But if you're not familiar with how to close this back up, basically what you have to do to start off with is press. There's a little tab in the end here, which you can see is textured in there. And as you press that in, it moves this little arm backwards. And then you can fold the sort of foregrip in. You have to hold it in because the spring is quite tight. There's a tab on the back of here, which releases the grip. And then you can see it folds the trigger guard at the same time and the trigger. And that locks into place there. And you need to hold that in. And then to release the stock, you have to lift the cheek piece. And then you can fold the stock under. And then close it by clicking it together. And what actually deploys it is pulling this back. There's a tab in the end. As you pull the charging handle back, it trips that. Now you can see, look at the end here. This is what I was saying about the hole in the end. Now, whether or not this was the idea of the real one, I don't know. You would think that that is the case. However, to my understanding, there was no way of firing this pistol with it in this configuration. It had to be deployed for you to be able to do it. So why it would be like that, I don't know. But the Octagon one, it doesn't have a hole, but this print is upside down. So the hole where it would have the hole is down here, which would make no sense. But that being there with a hole in it actually makes no sense either, because again, it can't be shot in this configuration anyway. It has to be deployed. So, yeah, interesting. Like I said, Garda have started making these, or a company has started making them, and Garda have slapped their name on it, because I thought I was actually getting a Garda one. It wasn't advertised as a Garda one, but the Garda one is identical, as I'm led to believe. And Action Airsoft, obviously these people here, had some in as well, and were waiting for theirs to come through, the same as Boom Arms were, and Rainbow 8 for the Garda one. So yeah, I just jumped on it and thought I'd pre-order one because I knew they'd go pretty quick, because they usually do. So there we go anyway. So there's the FMG 9. Now, this is obviously incomplete at the moment. I am going to build it up into a pistol. I'm waiting to get my hands on an 18C that I can butcher though. At the moment, I don't have one to hand that I can use, so I'm waiting to find one. When I've got one, we'll do a build series on how we build this up into a functioning piece. But by the looks of things, this looks like it's going to just go together no problem. So any questions, guys, feel free to ask in the comments. Like and subscribe if you want to see some more of this content, because I say we're going to be building this up into one once I have an 18C I can use. I could use a 17, but, you know, I'd rather use an 18C because, you know, full auto fun. Yeah, any questions, ask away, and I'll see you guys in the next one.